Dreamweaver creates, again, the anatomy of a modern web page. Although we tend to think of web pages as being single entities, they are in fact made up of multiple files, which the browser brings together to create the illusion of a complete page. In the Web Basics folder of the course assets, open the Demo folder and double-click index.html to open it in a browser. If you're using Internet Explorer as your default browser, click the Allow Blocked Content button that appears at the bottom of the window. This is just Internet Explorer being ultra cautious about JavaScript running in a local file. So let's take a quick look at this page. It's the main page used in one of the case studies in this course. This version is a fixed width design, so it's not really suitable for viewing on a mobile phone or tablet, but it demonstrates all the main features of a web page. It's got text in different fonts and colors, it's got links, images, paragraphs of different widths, and also some decorative flourishes like the drop shadow on these photos. So how's it all put together? Well, right-click anywhere on the page except over an image, and then select View Page Source from the context menu. In some browsers it's simply View Source. This displays the underlying code. Web pages are laid out using HTML, Hypertext Markup language. It's a tag-based language that tells the browser about the structure of the page. Let me just separate this tab so we can see it alongside the page. There we go. HTML tags are wrapped in angle brackets and are usually in pairs. There's a head opening tag here and a head closing tag here. That means this is the head of the page, which contains information which is used by the browser but not actually displayed in the page itself. The content of the page comes after this body tag. And if you look at this line here, the text inside the tags says Pacific Coastal Highway. That's the same as this heading up here. The H1 tags at both ends of the line say that this is a level 1 heading, in other words the most important heading on the page. The span tags here, they tell the browser to treat the word Pacific in some different way, but it doesn't actually say what that different way should be. HTML is all about the structure of the page, things like headings, lists, links, paragraphs and so on. If I scroll down further, you can see there are no images in the HTML. Images are referred to by these IMG tags, which stands for image, and src for the source, and the source of the image is a file called coast.jpg. That's in fact this large hero image here. So the browser is displaying the text inside these HTML tags and also drawing in the images and putting them all together in a single page. But HTML doesn't control the way that the page looks. That's taken care of by a different language known as CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. If I just scroll up to the top here, on line 6 you can see that there is a link to a page called demo.css. That's the style sheet. Not all browsers let you follow the links in the underlying code, but I'm going to right-click in this browser and select Open Link in New Tab. If you can't do this in your own browser, just continue watching on screen. This is the style sheet. It looks very different from the HTML. It's made up of style definitions that consist of a selector and then a set of property value pairs enclosed in curly braces. So this style definition styles the body of the page. It sets its margin, background color, the color of text, and the font family used for the text in the page. Putting the style information like this in a separate file is an important principle in modern web design. It's the separation of content from presentation. And when you first start developing web pages, it seems counterintuitive. You think, oh, it'd be much easier to apply the styles directly to the HTML. And when I first started building web pages in the 1990s, that's the way it used to be. But it made the HTML much more complex and difficult to maintain. Putting all the styling information in a separate file like this means you can apply the same styles to dozens of pages rather than having to style each one individually. And if you want to change, say, the color of the headings, all you need to do is make a single change in the style sheet and it affects the heading on every page within your website. So to summarize, HTML's role is to mark up the structure of your content, organizing it into logical groups with HTML tags for headings, paragraphs, lists, images, and so on. You style the way the page looks with CSS in a separate style sheet. Dreamweaver creates most of the code for you, so you don't need to become a programmer to create web pages. But understanding the role of each part of code will make your progress with Dreamweaver considerably easier and smoother.